invite Lily
No, I'm
Tsai.
gonna get out of here. I'm just gonna let
Performers
go,
are
okay?
Jeannie Miwini, Marilyn Vautier, and of course, Sonia. Here is Azure.
Tribal fusion dance troupe? Is that coming through? Okay. What you just saw was a nice example of American tribal style belly dance. This style evolved, of course, in San Francisco in the 1950s as an effort to get back to the roots of Middle Eastern dancing, those roots being the tribes that lived around the Mediterranean Sea. So how did belly dance come to our United States? Well, it was Little Egypt. She was the star of the 1893 Chicago World's Fair. She and her dance troupe from Syria were a media sensation in the Chicago newspapers. They wore more clothes, maybe, than we have on today. But it was obvious they were lacking stays. You know, those whalebone corsets that proper women wore. They were so popular, with the men anyway, that vaudeville copied them with less clothes and more sparkles as the hoochie coochie dancers. And then Hollywood followed with the Great Ziegfeld, which the real Little Egypt sued for libel in 1936 as misrepresenting her. Then there was Rudolph Valentino with The Sheep and Son of the Sheep. And then in the 1930s, the movie Little Egypt with Rhonda Fleming, followed in 1964 by the Elvis film Roustabout with a singer-dancer named Little Egypt. And don't forget the belly dancers in a couple of James Bond films. And of course, a belly dancer in a nightclub or Middle Eastern restaurant helped keep the customers happy and buying drinks. This became known as the cabaret style. You know, the beautiful, glittery, revealing costumes that have come to represent belly dance. So American tribal style, and I'm dressed in a typical costume, was a reaction to the blatantly provocative cabaret style. You'll probably notice that our costumes are not very glittering or revealing, but we hope you like them. So what is belly dance really? Well, it's about the music. Middle Eastern music is famous for its complex and multi-layered rhythms. And belly dance evolved to keep time with the music and to emphasize the accents. But footwork was a little difficult on desert sands and rocky mountains, especially on bare feet. So the dance moves mostly use the core of the body. Middle Eastern music and dance evolved all around the Mediterranean Sea, from Spain to Greece, and spread with the help of wandering gypsies. Those gypsies originated in India and Pakistan, not in Egypt, as the name implies. Since the Moors and gypsies occupied Spain for 800 years, their music and dance became part of flamenco. Tonight, in just a few minutes, you will see some flamenco fusion with many basic belly dance moves. And since the gypsies started out in India, it is appropriate that one of the newest branches of belly dance is Bollywood. The word Bollywood actually refers to the Indian Hindi language film industry that is based in Mumbai, formerly Bombay. So Bombay meets Hollywood became Bollywood. The music and dances in Bollywood films are a synthesis of formal and folk Indian traditional music and dance traditions, with the fusion of Middle Eastern, that is belly dance, techniques involved. Performance of the Bollywood style of dance is not that often seen in our United States. So tonight, I hope you enjoy this high-energy branch of Middle Eastern dance. So I see that we're not quite ready for our next dance. So, many of you, I believe, are ballroom dancers. So one thing that you should know about belly dance is that belly dancers don't have feet. Why is this? Okay. We don't emphasize footwork because of those desert sands and rocky mountains. So the dance evolved around the core of the body. So our feet are just used basically to position the body for the required moves. So the moves evolved around the Mediterranean, and they actually often evolved separately in different tribes. So from Morocco through Egypt, through Saudi Arabia, into Turkey, the same move, okay, what we call basic Egyptian, step, lift, lift, hip, lift. This is really a basic move, and it probably evolved in several different cultures or tribes at the same time. So tonight I invite you to really watch the moves and see how you like them. And Sherry says our next group is ready. Please enjoy.
Okay, the next performance will be in the flamenco fusion category to the song Amayaguena from Moon Over Cairo, Volume 3, choreographed by Julianne Battaglia. Performers are Ginny Marshall, Vanjie Tatum, and Sonia. Let's watch Amayaguena. Well done. Sonia just does it all, doesn't she? She really does. And this is the Sonia show tonight, so she's on in the next number, so we've got to kill a few minutes. Well, I was told 30 seconds. Quick change. So she also wanted me to mention, if you look on your table, every table has a name. And if you're not a dancer, those are all names of ballroom dances. And those are all of Sonia's favorite dances, all the ones that she has learned and the ones that she knows. So dancing is obviously very close to her heart. And I'm loving the belly dancing. I've never seen belly dancing before. So you guys enjoying the belly dancing? Yeah. How's the food, everybody? Very well done. Good? We have cake coming later as well, so save room for that. We have one more belly dance number, and then we're going to take a short break before we get to our second act of ballroom dancing. All right. All right, we're good. So, the final belly dance fusion number will be in the Bollywood fusion category, to the song Chia Chia by Pen Masala. Choreography is by Zafira. Performers are Jenny Marshall, Vanjie Tatum, Eliana Salcedo, who traveled from Chicago for this event, and Sonia.
Chaya
At this time, we're going to take a 5-minute break before we start our second act. So sit back and relax.